Mayor Ron Anders with the Mayor's minutes from the April 16th, 2019 Auburn City Council meeting. I remind you that each of you have City Council members that represent you, and these are just the reflections of your mayor from last night's meeting. We began during the Committee of the Whole by appointing two members of our community to the Library Board, Ms. Betty Burgess and Ms. Karen Herring. We look forward to their good work with the library and thank them for their application. And we thank all 16 people who applied for the Library Board. We also reappointed Ms. Kathy Powell to the Auburn Board of Education. Ms. Powell was appointed to fill the unexpired term of Ms. Tracy West recently, but a full term begins in June, and we appointed Ms. Kathy Powell for a full term that begins this coming June. And thank Kathy for her willingness to serve our community on the Board of Education. During the regular agenda last night, we began by recognizing Mr. Brett Wiersma as the Auburn City Employee of the Month. Brett was nominated by Judge Jim McLaughlin, the presiding judge of Auburn Municipal Court. Brett has been a magistrate with the Judicial Department for a little over 2 years. In addition to diligently performing his day-to-day duties, Brett constantly seeks ways to improve the efficiency of the department and assist his colleagues in any way he can. Thank you, Brett, for your good work on behalf of the citizens of Auburn, and congratulations for being the Auburn City Employee of the Month. During our regular agenda last night, we began by announcing that there is a Parks and Rec Advisory Board vacancy that we'll be making the appointment in the City Council on May the 21st. If you're interested, please go to the city's website and fill out your application. You also might want to let your City Council member know that you're interested in that position. During the consent agenda, a couple of things I would let you know about is there was a couple of tax abatements we approved last night. One was for GE and the other one was for Briggs & Stratton. Those abatements considered an $85 million worth of capital investment to our community, 118 jobs between the two companies, and $6 million of payroll will be coming to our area because of the expansion of these two companies. Once again, as we have stated before, what's exciting about GE and Briggs & Stratton is they are currently here in our area. They are growing in our area. So things must be good. Their employees must be doing a good job. They must feel that the economy is good. The partnership with the city is going well. And we're excited to have GE and Briggs & Stratton to continue to grow their base here in the Auburn area. The council approved an alcohol beverage license for another Broken Egg Cafe that will be located at the Bent Creek Shopping Center, and we look forward to another great restaurant opening in our town. In contracts and agreements, we approved a design services contract for the Frank Brown Rec Center. This is part of the Parks and Rec Master Plan Phase 1. Goodwin Mills and Kaywood will be doing design services. That contract is $53,000. We did approve from Hurricane Electronics the purchase of the P25 portable and mobile radios for our public safety. This was a $1.2 million project that we tabled from the last meeting. We had all of our public safety officials from Auburn there last night to explain why they believe that this is good for the city of Auburn. It's good for the safety of our public safety employees. Police Chief Paul Register got up and made some very eloquent comments regarding why he believes this is the right thing for Auburn at this time. It's important for us that we always do everything we can to provide those tools that our public safety men and women need to do their job and to provide them the safest work environment as possible. And we firmly believe that this purchase of these new radios that coordinates itself with our 911 system is the right thing to do for the men and women of our police and fire. We did approve a contract with JLD Enterprises for downtown improvements. This is for the streetscape and traffic signals on Gay Street, Glen Avenue, and College Street. I'll let you know that there were no bidders on this project originally. So the city did go to JLD Enterprises, who is currently doing some work in that area, and negotiate a contract with them to get this work done. We feel like it's important to get this project finished as school resumes in August. And so we'll immediately move ahead with that project, and we thank JLD for being willing to negotiate with us. In ordinances, we did annex some property, over 10 acres, out off Heath Road and Stonewall intersection. There was some rich discussion last night about all the services that the city can and cannot provide to those people who will be living on this property. Right now, there's only a couple of houses scheduled for this 10 acres. But as we move forward, it's important for those citizens who annex their property into the city to understand exactly what the city can provide and can't provide and what services are out there in those areas as we speak. There has been some frustration in our community recently over the lack of services in some of our growing areas, and so I encourage people, as you consider new property being annexed in the city and consider living on that property, that you know exactly what's going on from a services standpoint. couple of reminders for our community. The Easter egg hunt is this Saturday at Kiesel Park. April the 20th, we encourage all of you who would like to participate. It begins at 10 o'clock at Kiesel Park and will be broken out by age groups. The next Saturday on April the 27th is City Fest. City Fest has really become such a great opportunity to have great family fun in our community during the spring. A lot of great hard work goes into this event each and every year. And so this is a free event for our community, Saturday, April 27th, City Fest at Kiesel Park. Also want to remind you that the short-term rentals comment period is still ongoing through the end of this month. Please go to auburnalabama.com/feedback and let us know how you feel about the short-term rental ordinance that has been projected and proposed for you to comment on. And then finally, I'd like to say a special thank you to Kevin Cowper, our Assistant City Manager, who has been with the city for over 12 years now. And he'll be leaving us on April the 26th and going to the city of Dothan, Alabama to become their city manager. Congratulations, Kevin, well deserved, and we will miss you. This is Ron Anders with the Mayor's Minutes on April the 6th from the April 16th City Council meeting.